Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, you have just one of us doing the room tour today. So you've got me, T is behind the camera. As most of you know, we are traveling Southeast Asia. We are having an amazing time. We're currently in Bali. This wasn't one of our initial stops on our trip, but we just had to do it. So we want to show you around the Umpadhi Hotel. This is where we're staying. We've been here for a week. We've had a great time. I'm going to show you what you get for your money. As always, we'll put details of the hotel in the description, prices, all that good stuff. But let's just crack on and see what this room looks like. As always, we like to start with the door, start with a safety mechanism. So I'll just move this out of the way. You have just the one lock there, but it's all good for cleaning your room. But to be honest, coming off to clean your room every day regardless. I don't think we put this out. We had our room cleaned every day. Really good. Let's start with all this behind me. There's a lot going on, so let's start here. We have wardrobe space. As you know, we need wardrobe space. We carry a lot of stuff. We're traveling. So let's see what we've got. Not quite enough wardrobe space for us, but we carry a lot because we've been on a big trip. But for most people, I think this is plenty of space. You can see we've got one big bag there. We've actually got a few other bits. What's that, 5 hangers, which we actually never use the whole trip, but that's traveling, that's how it is. One of the things important for us about this room was the safe, but you can't quite fit laptops in this safe, so it's great for phones, wallets, passports, all of that good stuff, but if you're carrying laptops like us, it's not really going to fit in there, unless you've got a very small laptop. Plenty more space. Let's shut that off. Come over here. Another thing that we really like when we're traveling in Southeast Asia is a room with a fridge. So the fridge is down here. Super cool, loads of space, really good, and not much to say. Actually, one thing to mention is you do also have a little freezer compartment in there as well, which is quite cool. Up here we have the kettle, mugs, a little bit of coffee, which we didn't actually drink, sugar, all that good stuff. It looks like a tea in there as well. But what is really good, really useful is water bottles. So you can see we've actually drank these, but they refill those water bottles. They don't refill them, they replace the water bottles daily for you. So you get 2 water bottles a day, which is really good. If you're anything like me, I drink loads of water in general, so especially when it's hot. So let's move on. Of course, through here we have the bathroom. If you come through, it might be a bit of a squeeze. Also, as always, there might be a bit of an echo because there is a vent in here, but we'll do our best. Not sure what the lighting looks like, but hopefully you can see everything nice. It's clean, it's modern. Toilet's actually very modern. It has a few buttons and little crazy things. I'm not going to lift it up and do it for you because no one needs to see me lift up the toilet, but very good. If you come through, really squeeze in, we shut the door behind us. We have the mirror, we have a nice big sink, soaps. I don't know what else is actually here. Shampoo, shower gel, and a hand soap for you as well. Really good. No plug in the sink. Some people it's important, some people not, but very nice big space. And you get tea. Nice little flash of tea.
I actually haven't shown me.
Anyway, let's move on. I am now standing in the shower. So in true AllThingsTee&C style, there's one thing to do here. We're going to test out the water pressure. So I'm going to jump straight in and try not to get wet. Here we are. We've showered in this obviously all week, we've been here all week. This is actually probably the least pressure we've had the whole time we're here. So this is what we'd probably say is the worst it gets. It's normally probably 9 times out of 10 every time we jumped in, really hot, really warm. Actually a really good shower, so not quite doing it justice, but I thought I had to put that caveat in there. A little bit wet. What I really like about this room is the detailing around the top. Quite cool in the bathroom. Gives it a bit of a chic vibe. That actually gives me Cromwell vibes. With Cromwell Vegas, if anyone's seen that video, you might actually get what I'm saying about the bit around the top. But let's move on. So look at how much space we have. I think it's important to know that we are in what I believe is a deluxe room. There is a room grade down from this, which is a superior room. So the superior rooms are smaller, you don't get all this space. But in the deluxe room, look how much space you get. This is probably one of the biggest hotel rooms we've had during our whole Southeast Asia, I was going to say road trip, but backpacking trip. So, really nice little space to chill. little space for working. T, we all know T loves a desk space for working. And for the first time, I'd say we've actually used it, right, as a desk space for working. So we have that. Aircon's up here. There is the remote for the aircon here. All your standard stuff, on, off, Celsius. Switch it around into the mode so we get Fahrenheit as well. But really good, keeps it really nice and cool. And you can keep it on. It's not one of the hotel rooms where everything's done by a card, so you can keep it on. And in fact, when you check in, they've already had it on for you. Well, for us they did. They already had it on, so we came in and it was very cold straight away. If you turn that off, it gets very hot very quickly. We will quickly give you a little bit of a view of the outside. There's not too much to see on this side. We will show you, if I can. You've got more of the buildings, more of the sort of countryside and scenery there. Hopefully it's coming across nicely. You get a nice little bit of greenery. There's actually the restaurant just there. It's worth noting the hotel does have an on-site restaurant if you would like to get some food. Oh, I'm going to leave that open just to show you though. Nice and easy. Why not? Add it in the hand. So we'll come over to this side, so we have a much better view. Not that there's anything particularly wrong with that view, but this one's really nice. So outside here we have the hotel pool, and look how good that looks. I'd love to be able to tell you how nice the water is, but I'm a little bit jealous, didn't actually get to go in it myself. And I'm the swimmer of the two of us, so when I say myself, we know by now that T won't be jumping in there, especially if I'm not jumping in there. But we just haven't had a chance. It looks really nice, lots of people have been in there. I kind of want to go jump in now, but let's move on. Let's move on from the pool. Final part of the room. If we spin round in all this space, we have our bed. Nice big bed, couple of pillows. Each side we have a counter, and we have a switch or a plug socket on each side of the bed. So you can plug in phones, whatever else you need to plug in on either side of the bed. We have a phone which we've never used. But if you need it, there it is. Hairdryer down the bottom. It's one of these hotels where you don't get given the hairdryer in your room automatically, you just have to go down to reception and ask one and they'll give you one. So, of course, you have to get a hairdryer. So, I'm walking around the bed ominously because if you've watched our room tours, you know there's one thing that we love to do, and that's test out the bed by jumping on it. We've slept on this bed for a few nights, so I know there's no nasty surprises coming, so I'm going to give it a go. We're going from this side, we're going from that side.
This side.
I was already walking this way, I knew that was going to be the answer, so let's give this a go. You counting me in?
3, 2, 1, go.
That surprised me. I've slept on that all week, but that surprised me. That was a real soft landing. Probably one of the softest landings I've had. Right, I wasn't too sure how that was going to go, but real comfy bed, really big, pillows, one each, but they are thick, they're all good. You don't need 2 pillows when you have a pillow like that. So there we go. This is Umpadhi Hotel in Canggu, Bali. We stayed here for a week. This is the first time you've seen us. You wanted to check out the room, but you want to see more of what we get up to, what our Southeast Asia backpacking adventure is all about, I should say. Then check out our channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But for now, that's it from us. We will see you very soon.